All right, here we go. On to the first point. We have, it looks like CJ Scully is going to get some, pick one up on Ramboros. Scorch is there with them, and Ground Zero is going to be the first one to pick up some points here. Nate, Jake, CJ Scully, and Scorch on the point for first. Jailed is going to rush in here, but he's going to get taken out by Scorch on that SMG that he's known for here. Jameem's also there on the FAMAS. Looks like Nate Jake is going to be roaming there for Ground Zero, and they're going to easily hold this point for now. Jailed, rushing in again, all by himself, just feeding CJ Scully here, already putting himself up to 5. That means he's killed the whole team plus 1. 200 RPM there, rushing in. Sounds like he whiffed about 3 times, but he picked up 2. Picked up 1 there on Scorch. Rambros picks up 1 up on the semi on Nate Jake, and Jameem's picks 1 up on that FAMAS. We have WASP on the point right now, but Jameem's comes in and quickly clears that off with CJ Scully. Ground Zero is still totally demolishing this first point as we head on over to the second one there with you, Dojin.
And Jake actually pushing through, getting a triple kill onto the site, and Ground Zero once again on the point here at Scorch. It's going to be rotating around. And Jailed actually taking that approach from mid here, but it's going to be taken up by Jameem's and 200 RPM as well. It seems like they are holding mid pretty well. Ramboard's actually penetrating through, getting that kill onto Scorch, and he's still going to remain alive. Jailed also trying to push through, getting that kills. Puts up the Rambo's up to the clutch, but Scorch right behind him as well. Definitely didn't look very healthy for him. But it seems like Ace is on the sniper here. Interesting approach, and this actually might work out, and it is! He's going to get a double kill onto the site. And with 19 seconds left, Scorch is going to be pushing through. I mean, Scully is going to be pushing through, and it's going to be Flower on the point, and Jimmy's pushing through. Jake also as well. And he's going to be taking down Flower and 200 RPM. And remember, we're still trying to keep it alive here by killing Jameem's, but Jake securing that triple kill onto the site here. It's going to be pretty one-sided so far, but Jameem's actually clutching it through, getting the kill into Jail, as we are going to be heading into Cave here with Wasp still trying to hold control of this.
So in the meantime over here, we had from WASP, we had Flower waiting in the cave over here for like an extended period of time just to quickly get demolished by Nate Jake. Jameem's comes in, gets Flower again, puts himself on a 5 kill, but it's taken out by Jailed. But Nate Jake gets taken out by Jailed and Jameem's. Right now, we still have Ground Zero on the point here. Scorch takes out 200 RPM. CJ Scully gets Flower. Jameem's is on the point here looking down. He does get taken out by 200 RPM on that Hunter. He takes out 2. He gets Jameem's and CJ Scully. Nate Jake fires back with 2 more on that Rev. And right now we have Wasp on the point, Jailed and 200 RPM. CJ Scully fires down. He picks him up, and Jailed picks up CJ Scully, and Jameem gets Ramboros here. And we have Ground Zero still on this point with 5 seconds left and a healthy 1,300 point advantage. Crazy so far. 3 points into this first rotation here and over 2 double walls.
With 50 seconds left, CJ's going to be the last one on the point, and Jake actually rotating through, and it's going to be Ace actually getting the kill into Scorch, but he might be spawning back in, and that is exactly what he's going to do. Ace still trying to find some shots to hit, but it's going to be Jail getting the first pick onto Scorch, and CJ Scully right behind them getting the 2 kills onto Ace and Flower. 33 seconds left. They still are going to be holding onto the site here. Scorch is going to be jumping back up and down from the tree. And CJ actually going to land a 6 kill streak in the process. With 22 seconds left, it's going to be Wasp actually setting up for a push here. And it's going to be Ace, the first one in, but he's going to be very early to the party there. And Jameem's going to be right behind the boxes. And CJ and Scorch working together, getting the kills onto Flower and Ramboros here. And 200 RPM. Still trying to land those shots, but 5 seconds left. They have to find at least 1 here for the disruption, but Scorch still continuing these kills, however, as we are going to be heading into the first point once again.
Yeah, here at the first point, we have Jailed already on the point. We have Flower setting up across the point on the Rev, moving on to the point here with 200 RPM here. These guys are setting up to try to hold this point here. Ground Zero not moving in yet. CJ Scully and Nate Jake coming tunnel. Nate Jake, the only one surviving here, but we do have, it looks like Scorch coming across on the SMG, and Ground Zero has taken this point now. 2,200 points ahead of Wasp on the first point of the second rotation here. Jailed by himself. He gets taken out by Scorch, and Scorch looks down and he takes out 200 RPM here. We have Flower and Jailed from Wasp on the point here. 200 RPM joins them. Ramboros as well. Flower takes out Scorch. Jameem's gets out 200 RPMs. We have Nate Jake and Jameem's Scorch on the point from Ground Zero. They've taken over almost 3,000 points with 10 seconds left. Easily, Ground Zero's taken this point. 5 seconds left. CJ Scully gets Jailed. Nate Jake gets Ramboros on the AK and Rev respectively. Nate Jake also picks up 200 RPM on that rev, the hard counter for that sniper. And we're off to the second point, Dojin.
And it seems like WASP is going to be taking control of this. It's going to be Ace and Jailed and Flower on the point, and Rambo is also coming through. But it's going to be Jake getting the kill onto 200 RPM. And Jameem's also going to be taken down up to Flower for the clutch, though. But CJ Scully and Jake both working together here. But Ace actually coming through, getting the kill onto CJ Scully. Scorch instantly with the trade, though. And Rambo is going to be at ramp here so low. But Jameem's getting the double kill for his team there. Going to be 200 RPM. Still peeking through, though. He's going to find one, but CJ Scully going to be shutting him down. CJ's gonna be really low here, and he is gonna be taken down. And Scorch also gonna be traded out instantly by Ramboros. 15 seconds left. They still are gonna be on this point, and they're almost closing in at the 1,000-point mark here. Definitely, there's definitely some hope coming through here. If they play like this for the entire game, for the next 6 minutes, they actually might make a comeback here. And it's definitely looking very likely here, as we are gonna be heading into Cave with Ground Zero already holding it.
Yeah, all of Ground Zero already on this. Making quick work here. Ramboros picking up one. 200 RPM, putting himself on 5 here. Wasp taking this point over here. 200 RPM picking up another here. Jameem's coming in, grabbing one on Jailed. But we still have 200 RPM. A jumping shot off the box on CJ Scully. Nate Jake coming in, picking one up on Flower. Scorch on 200. Ground Zero is taking this point now. We have CJ Scully and Scorch on this point now, holding it down. AK and SMG. Scorch is jumping from pillar to middle point across, but it looks like we have a good point from Wasp here coming in. We have Jailed picking one up on Nate Jake on the Deagle. Jameem's getting Jailed, putting himself on 5. And we have CJ Scully coming across and grabbing one on Rambros here now. We have CJ Scully and Jameem's on the point. Jailed pushing in, getting shut down here by CJ Scully. Scorch coming in to join the rest of the guys here. And we're moving on to double wall here for the last point here of the second rotation.
And it is going to be Wasp already on it, and Flower playing on off angle here. This actually might be huge. They don't see him right there. And Scorch going to be so low. It's up to Jameem to actually clutch it out. Everyone's going to be so low, so doable. He's going to find 3. Oh my god, it's up to Jill for the clutch, though. And Jameem is going to get the clutch. Oh my god, getting the 10 kill streak. That's going to be the point back in Ground Zero's favor. My god, he just did the undoable. Jameem's clutching it up for his team there. And Ground Zero taking that point control back. Oh, wow. I definitely did not actually see that coming. That was actually amazing. Good performance coming from Jameem's. And they are going to be holding the point for as long as they can here. And with 20 seconds left, Flower going to be pushing through. He's going to find Jailed actually finding 2 there. Jameem still continuing this nonetheless. He still hasn't died yet. But finally, it's going to be Ace shutting him down. With 12 seconds left, they are still going to be holding on to this Wasp in grave danger here. They have a whole rotation ahead of them, so they're definitely doable. But it's really up to them to actually hold on to this point. With 1 second left, they are going to be spawning right back in, soaking for as long as they can, as we are going to be heading into the first cave for the last time.
Yeah, we've got Ground Zero already on the point here. It looks like Ace and Jailed setting up here. They do make a quick push in here. Jailed picks up, or Flower picks up one on CJ Scully. Ace gets one on Jameem's here, and Nate Jake grabs one on Flower. Ground Zero is still kind of holding the point here as CJ Scully whips through the tunnel here with Jameem's, and Ground Zero definitively grabbing it here, grabbing kills on Ace and Ramboros. Easily now. What I don't know that Wasp can really come back from this. Flower's on the point here. He grabbed one. Jailed grabbed one on CJ Scully. Flower pushed in. We have Ramboros and Flower on the point here. Everyone else from their team roaming here. A huge push in. Nate Jake grabbing one on Flower. CJ Scully on Ramboros. Ground Zero holding this point. Almost 3,000 points ahead of Wasp here at this point on the first point of the last rotation here. Jailed peeking. Jailed getting chased out of there by Nate Jake, and he does get him on the rev. He also grabs Rambros while he's at it there, chasing him to the second point here. And over to you, Dojin.
And it is going to be Ground Zero once again on the point, and Ace is going to be peeking from Hut here. And 3 from Wasp, pushing up through ramp here, but actually not going to work out. CJ's only going to be very low, though. This actually might be doable if they follow up, but it seems like they are going to be taking their time, trying to push up here all together, which actually might be a good approach coming through. And Flower still looking for Jameem's, I think, that was in the corner, but he did die. Maybe the comms didn't go through there. With 23 seconds left, the site is actually going to be clear. Flower's going to be the last one on the point, though. He's going to be very low, and Ace up to the clutch, but Jameem's is going to take a leg shot, but not a body shot, which would kill him. But with 10 seconds left, they are going to be on the point. Ace still trying to make a play here. He's still going to be very low, though. And he still is going to get that kill onto Jake, though. 4 seconds left. It is going to be WASP. Once again on the point here, Rambo is also coming through. He does have the stack on the point, but we are going to be heading into cave with Ground Zero already, once again, in control of it.
Yeah, Ground Zero actually chasing Flower in, and it's Jameem's knifing Flower to take this point from WASP. Scorch grabbing an SMG here, kill here. Jameem's grabbing 2 on Flower, and Rambros putting himself on another 5-kill streak here. And Ground Zero just demolishing this. Scorch going from box to pillar, shooting across, just like no one there, no one even pushing in. WASP needs to group up and really make a huge push. Nate Jake in the backfield here, putting himself on 5 by picking up a rev kill on Ramboros. CJ Scully grabs one on Flower here, and Ground Zero is just holding it down here. Ace peeking in, grabbing one on Nate Jake here on that sniper here, but 10 seconds left, and I don't know that it's going to be enough here. Wasp pushing in, Jailed grabbing 3, dude. One on Scorched, one on Jameem's, and one on CJ Scully, but too little too late, I think. 4,000 points behind and only 1 point left here at double walls with you, Dojin.
Yeah, it's definitely mathematically possible for them to actually come back from this, but it definitely shows that Ground Zero is very, very warmed up. I definitely think that, you know, usually on a bad day, they'd probably, it would definitely be way closer, but it seems like they've actually held their ground for a long amount of time, and it seems like Jameem's has been fragging out a lot, almost hitting the 10K mark. It seems actually very doable here. But yeah, it seems like Ground Zero is actually ready to frag today from what I've just seen today from this match. And definitely excited to see what Ground Zero will do against K-pop here. And K-pop definitely will have to be on their tippy toes to see what will be happening here. But 10 seconds left. That is going to be GG's to Ground Zero and WASP. Unfortunately, losing that game, but they still have a lot of games in front of them. So they definitely should not be losing hope here. And there it is. Ooh. Victory for Ground Zero. And we are going to be heading into Ground Zero versus K-pop very shortly. But that game, it definitely looks like Ground Zero is definitely very warmed up and ready to go.